What's up, YouTube? It's Eric, a Lions fan. Thanks for clicking on this video. I'm going to talk about the Lions and the Packers real quick, although there's not going to be much about that, but I do want to talk about the Jim Caldwell firing too, and maybe a couple of the other players that may or may not be around either. When I was at Firekeepers Casino on New Year's Eve, I went there with my parents and blew away $80. I'll put it that way. I just blew $80 away. The casino was very, very tight for the slot machines that I was playing on. Just not a very good time there. And I usually go there just to waste money anyway. I don't even know why I even go. But I did watch a little bit of the Lions game. I was kind of off and on, and I still don't understand. And I said in the preview video, why are they, if they're playing Matthew Stafford, they shouldn't. I don't understand why they felt the need to play all the starters against the Green Bay Packers second and third string, only to what? To look like a blowout loss for the Packers? I mean, you really didn't have anything to play for. Why put Matthew Stafford into that position to potentially get hurt? I just don't understand. I honestly, I don't. Why even any of the starters were in there is beyond me. Why is Jim Caldwell, other probably than to save his job, more or less? That's probably what it was. It was a save his job kind of move. But I don't understand why even put those people out there. One of them's your franchise quarterback. A lot of the young kids that are on that team are there probably at least for another 2 or 3 years. So why even put them in that position anyway? That was fucking stupid on Caldwell's part, or whoever's. Even if it wasn't Caldwell, even if it was Jim Bob's, that was not a smart decision. Not smart. I hope this is and. You guys know I'm not a big Eric Ebron fan. I've kind of put him on fire, kind of more or less, or on blast on here. Let's put it that way. I put him on blast on here, on my channel. I do not care for the man. Yeah, he's shown up for 7 games this year, but where was he the other 3 years, 2.5 years he was here, 3.5 years? Where's he been? Nowhere. And yet we paid him $8.5 million because we didn't have a better option, or whatever the reason was. It doesn't matter what it was. It was stupid. It was one of the worst decisions of Bob Quinn's managerial as a GM. To me, guys, I'm just kind of just dumbfounded by that move. I still don't understand why to this day he felt the need to keep him and to pay him $8.5 million. Still do not understand that. He's probably a $500,000 tight end for the production that he's getting, and yet we paid him $8.5 million. So I don't know what's going to happen with Tate or with any of the other folks on there. I don't know about anyone's contract is up. I would have to look that up. But the coaching, guys, the coaching was suspect at times. I'll put it that way. Jim Caldwell, and I'm glad Jim Caldwell is gone, because I thought he was a person that instant game time decisions couldn't do. He was bad at clock management. He didn't use his timeouts when he should have used his timeouts smartly. Wouldn't challenge plays that were obviously challengeable that he would have won. Did not throw the challenge flag out there. It's just like he didn't have any confidence with this team. And I'm not really understanding why. I just don't understand that about a coach, let alone Jim Caldwell or any coach for that matter. I don't understand why. You're getting paid that kind of money, and you have the assistants around you to make those decisions, and your assistants are supposed to help you. Did you overrule them all the time, or did you say you didn't want to do that? Or it fathoms me why Jim Caldwell did the things that he did. And the same thing with Jim Bob Cooter and Terrell Austin. Terrell Austin blitzed at the wrong time. The only real saving grace was the defense kind of bailed him out a couple of times, at least I thought, but still, 9-7. Not still a very good record. Jim Bob Cooter, on the other hand, wouldn't open up the playbook, or was that a Jim Caldwell thing to not open up the playbook? We don't know that. A lot of blame goes on Jim Bob Cooter for that. I don't know. I kind of think it's a thing where Jim Caldwell said, look, we're not opening up the playbook, because apparently, I guess, on New Year's Eve, on Sunday, they did a lot. I mean, there was some stuff that they did that got the defense off guard, according to one of my co-workers that's a big Lions fan, kind of like what I am. I'm not to his level of his fandom for the Lions, But still, he said there was a lot of good things to go about there, and why didn't they open up the playbook any sooner? It's stuff like that, hearing that stuff kind of makes me, was it infighting between the coaches, or was it Caldwell kind of putting his, or Jim Bob just not feeling confident enough? Or even with Terrell Lawson, same thing. Were you not confident enough to pull off the blitzes that should have been called? Or were you kind of being the conservative coach and kind of stepping back? I don't know. It just seemed like this team was never over the hump, really. And I guess a case could be made either way. A case could be made to fire him, which we did, or the case could be made to, look, we're going to keep the staff on here, but we got to get better talent, which I think we do need to get better talent here too. I think we need to. The starters are fine when they're all healthy. Keyword, all healthy, we're fine. But there's obvious downfall between backups still to this day, to the backups and to the starters. Now, is it just a matter of fact of plugging people in with the ones that would be backups? You just plug them in with the ones and then you try to see how it does and you correct issues there? Or do you, I don't know what it is. I really don't like the idea of having ones practice and then having twos practice. Mix it up a little bit. Put some of the backups that would be in there if somebody got down in with the first team and see how they do. I mean, that's the only way you're going to get, at least in my opinion. Now, I'm just a guy that just sits at a computer at a desk. But to me, I'm thinking that it kind of seems pretty obvious to me to plug them in, plug 2 or 3 guys in there with the first team and see how they do and kind of revolve it, even if it's got to take another hour more of practice. But with the CBA and all that, you get into all that, but don't want to really get into that. I will say this too, Bob Quinn has some things he has to address. I think he has to address the defensive line, unfortunately, because I don't think Nagata's the answer. If Nagata wants to come back and play for the Lions, I guess is what that is. I don't know how his contract is or anything, or if the Lions are going to kind of maybe waive him or whatever. And I don't know all the contract situations either. Guys, when I do these videos, I'm a very casual fan. I'm not into the money aspects of it and all that sort of stuff. I just watch TV and I just give my opinions on it. So, but anyway, yeah, I think Bob, if they're going to keep with Amir Abdullah, which I think Amir Abdullah, again, is not the Lions running back for the future, but if they're going to think that he is the running back for the Lions, you must get him a fullback in there to help out. And we need better offensive line play if we're going to keep the offensive line that we have now. I know they're still young and they're still trying to gel, but it looks like we kind of maybe could use some talent at a couple of different spots too, especially at the ends. Both the right tackle and the left tackle. Those two positions have got to get better. And I know Greg Robinson wasn't the answer, obviously, because he was, Jesus, what a bust. Man, what a bust. But it's pretty much anywhere, really, that can probably be improved on, really, for the Detroit Lions. And 9-7, you know, I kind of got pissed off here and there about the Lions, like all other Lions fans were. Especially the game against Cincinnati. That should have never have happened. Never, ever should have happened. And I don't know if it was epiphany on the Cincinnati to play well, or if we just didn't come ready to show up, which is probably what it was. But yeah, guys, there's got to be changes everywhere, and I feel like we're kind of hitting the reset button here a little bit with bringing in a new coach. Who's it going to be? Is it going to be Matt Patricia? Is it going to be Josh McDaniels, or is it going to be somebody else? I honestly don't know. And being a very casual Lions fan like I am, I'm more of a Tigers fan than I am a Lions fan, but still being a casual Lions fan, watching them probably mostly every other Sunday, I'll admit. I don't know. I do not know what to do. I wish, and this too, if whoever's owning the Fords and making decisions at the top level, let the people do their jobs at that level. Do not meddle. And I don't know this for a fact, but it kind of seemed prevalent when William Clay Ford was in that position. There was talk of him meddling with the team, kind of putting his kind of influence in on the team from top down. Don't do that. And I hope Martha's not doing that either. Make the people that you put in the positions to do that job make those decisions, and then you, as the top level person, decide whether they are good to go or not. So, That's just my 2 cents, guys. We got like I said, we have a lot of improvement to do to make the playoffs, and we got a hell of a lot of improvement to do if we're trying to find or win our next playoff game, let alone winning a division title. So, and we got Aaron Rodgers coming back next year too. So, but I'm gonna probably make a much longer video, guys, about the positions and all that sort of stuff instead of just a little bit of bits and pieces that I fed you guys here, but. Let me know what you guys think, guys. I mean, I'm going to probably do a little 2017 Detroit Lions wrap-up video. It's probably not going to be very good. There's a lot of stuff that I'm probably may pop my top off about. But, guys, let me know what you guys think of this video. Go ahead and put it down in the comments, and also do a like, subscribe as well. I'm going to have this Arnold Palmer iced tea and probably call it a night, guys. Guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and hope to see you guys again soon. Deuces, guys. Take care. Go Lions.